time's come now to get my tender body lined out. It's more or less finished. There's only the top tool compartment to screw on, and it's all done. It's all sprayed inside. The base has been protected, and the rest of it is quite good now. It's a nice silky finish, lovely and smooth, and I'm quite happy with this. It's been stood all this time. It's fully hardened off. I have used it. I used it at Northcliffe before I did any more work on it, and now it's completely finished and just ready for the lining tape to go on. And what I'll do, I'll use the same sort of tape what I use on the loco, on the main loco, and that works out quite well. Now this is the kind of lining tape I use. I've had this quite a while now. I think it's what professional car body customization people use. There's different widths and some really fine stuff here. You can get some really fine lines, and it adheres very well. Although it's not recommended to put the stuff on freshly painted surface, because it will actually there is a risk of it actually pulling some of the paint off, and it did happen once to me quite some time ago, using this wide tape. Now on the narrow tape it doesn't matter as much, but this wide tape is quite strong actually, and if you stick that down on freshly painted surface, it can pull the paint off. So that's one thing to be aware of. But on the engine, on the main engine plate work, I use this, and I believe I also use the white, and it did the job okay. So the first job now really is to get the surface wiped down, because it has a little bit of grease on it, and we're being used up at Northcliffe, so I need to get that clean, and the sides need some cleaning as well, although it's not too bad. But we'll just use warm soapy water to get that bits of grease off and oil. So that's the next job. Now I've got the calipers set to 750, 752. A couple of thou don't make any difference, and I'll put the tape round all around the edge of the measurement there, 750 from the edge, and then I'll do the inner tape so it makes a gap for the paint to go. So that's the next job. Right, we've got the first strip there. I'll trim that, then I'll put the second one, and the width of the second strip is 3/4 of an inch, and this is the black border. And that looks okay. Now we'll get the rest of it round the body, the tender panel. Now what I'll do, I'll just go all the way around, and then I'll do the inner lining strip, and then and that should complete that, and that can be filled with black paint then. Right, we'll just measure the rear side of the it's 3/8. 3/8. That looks like it could do with moving slightly. 3/8, 3/8. And 3/8. Now I shall do the other end. Try that again. You really need a small marker, and that is just and 3/8. It's probably wise really to just have a small mark with a marker pen. And just make sure that everything is flat. So we don't want paint leaking underneath. And that's the first stage done. And that's the first of the inner tape. It's 250 is what I'm aiming for. As I say, it doesn't have to be super accurate. That looks okay. And now for the next one. Now these overlapping joints here, I do have a little trick what I use to clean these up, because obviously you can't paint over that strip there, so we'll do that last. Well, now I'm going to put along the bottom one now the next piece of tape. Let's just check. That's 1/4 inch, slightly larger. Right, 1/4 inch, and we'll just reposition. 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch as near as damn it, 1/4, 1/4. Make sure that it's well pressed down. Line it by eye, looks about 1/4. And trying not to stretch the tape. We'll just check. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Bang on. And again. Quarter inch, 1/4. Now I need to trim these pieces out here, and the trick is what I use a scalpel, and you don't have to cut into the paint itself. Just gently score the tape. If you do cut into paint, it doesn't really matter because it'll be filled with paint anyway. But I use a scalpel and I just ever so gently score it, and it peels off. Feel for the tape, edge of the tape with the scalpel, and you can feel it, and I'll just gently go across and then peel away. And I'll do the same with this. Round to the other side, and just feel for the edge. Just get hold of the tape. And just feel the edge and gently peel away. And there you get a nice square edge. And now the last corner. And just feel for the edge. And there we have it. And that's the way I do trimming the tapes. Now all 4 corners are done, and now it's just ready for the first stage of painting. Once it's painted and dried, I shall do the inner white line. But the next job is to do the sides. Well, that's the end panel done with the tape. Now I'm going to do the first of the side panels, and it's basically just the same really. I'll tape it all up and make sure that the gap is correct all the way around, trim them and do the other side. 1/4 inch. Well, that's the side panel done. Just need to trim these pieces out now like I did previously, but make sure I do it the correct way this time, and then do the other side. And that is the edges trimmed using the scalpel. Well, that's the second panel done. Just ready for trimming the pieces out there. That's all done. I shall do the 8th one after all this has been painted and dried, and then I shall put some tape on and then do the white band. I always like to do that after the main, the first part rather, is dried and hardened out. And that'll be another job out of the way. Well, that's the first part of the lining tape done for the black border, and then the next one shall be the white one. But I'll get this one done first. I'll get it paint, get the black paint done. I'll just leave the tape a little while, a few hours, just to make sure everything's firmly down, which it should be. It's pretty good tape, is this. It's really good. I've never had any bother with it. But as I say, I'll get the black paint on, and then continue on and do the white border.